2016, and this is a regular meeting of the Dublin San Ramon Services District Board of Directors. Please note this evening's meeting is recorded and streaming live. Presiding this evening is President Pat Howard.
Okay, well, I'll call this meeting to order, and would you please join me in the pledge of allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Director Duarte?
Here.
Director Michelop? Director Monteiro Leopold? Here. Vice President Halkett?
Here.
President Howard?
Here. Let's see, special announcements. Activities. None. Okay. Public comment. We have a blue card.
Good evening. Well, I guess fellow board members, former fellow board members, and the team here is amazing. I just wanted to personally drop off some invitations that are going for the Valley Children's Museum, which I'm representing tonight. I'm really excited that we just got a huge exhibit. It's called Imagination Playground, which is sponsored by the Kaboom Foundation and Dr. Pepper and Snapple. So we're going to be unveiling that on the 20th of August. We're also going to be having a kids safety fair, and the Dublin Rotary is going to be there to fingerprint the kids. We're going to have tons of games, and we're also going to be doing a lot of safety training, like in skateboard, fire, police, and also we're going to have special fittings for kids' chair seats, car seats. So anyway, I just wanted to invite you guys and let you know that the museum's up and running. We're relocated back into Emerald Glen Park, thanks to our supporters, and we hope to look forward to future partnerships with DSRSD.
Awesome.
Very great.
So, happy summer. Thank you.
All right. Any other public comment? No, hearing none, we'll move on to reports.
Okay, upcoming events, just a reminder, the COSI conference is coming up August 10th and August 12th. We have 2 board members signed up for that. Me and a couple of other staff are going down to Monterey for that conference. There's still time to sign up if you wish to go.
Agenda management, I think it's kind of straightforward. Joint Powers Authority, committee reports, none there. Approval of minutes.
I'll second.
Okay, moved and seconded. No comments, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Carried unanimous. Well, 4-0. Unanimous votes. The next is consent calendar. We have 3 items, A, B, and C. Do I hear a motion?
I'll move to approve the consent calendar, items A, B, and C.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Board business, 9A.
President Howard, board members, the item you have before you is 9A, is the annual assessment for the Doherty Valley Standby Assessment District. As you may remember, the district was established to provide a mechanism for billing Doherty Valley customers their share of the cost of the state water project that is billed through Zone 7 to Alameda County residents on their property tax. We provide this service on behalf of Zone 7. All funds that are collected can only be used for the purpose of paying these costs. It's really not our money, it's an intermediary. You have the engineer's report included, and that engineer's report is used to provide information to the tax assessor's office for Contra Costa County. They use that to place the charge on the customer bills for the year, and the money's collected submitted on to Zone 7. Staff recommends that you hold a public hearing and then adopt a resolution accepting the engineer's report and direct staff to levy the assessment.
Okay, well, I hereby open the public hearing. This is to adapt the engineer's report and levy annual assessment of the valley. The public hearing is open.
Move to close the public hearing.
It's been moved and seconded to close the public hearing. All those in favor?
Aye.
We can move on to discussion.
Yeah, it's pretty
No,
profound.
Too
much discussed.
Now, the one topic that will come up more strategic is how to handle billing over the next couple of years. Plus, we put the limit to that assessment district. The costs are much higher. They've kind of gone on a curve like this. There's the state fees at lower stores and cabinets and bills things downstream. And then to find a way of billing it because it would require two-thirds vote of the people in the area as an increase in assessment. Maybe a bit of a challenge. So we'll have to work with 777.
So how's the equivalent fee collected outside of Dory Valley, say in our service center?
We pay a property, so you and I will pay a property tax.
So what's the limit on our assessment?
Uh,
Higher.
Yeah, you know, it's
Yeah, it's based on our assessed value of our homes, and there is a fee, and Lori Rose and I looked it up one time, and like, we're being charged close to $1,000 or more. Wow, so,
But ours can increase then without any action, is the difference.
yeah.
it's,
So getting into a kind of the instead of the way back machine, the way forward machine, one can imagine if there's a big fee that has to come from the zone to feed, say, the Delta Fix, this could get fun in a hurry.
Percentage of the assessed valuation, so it's just automatically escalating.
Well, here,
Yeah.
but not in Dory Valley.
yeah, this one is specifically an assessment district.
Right.
And that had a limit, of course, it was easy in the first year
There's
because
two land-
the two landowners
yes.
voted and supported it. Now it's out of the hands of them, and, you know. with-
But that assessment district is designed to collect money to feed some fixed state water project costs the zone bears. So if the zone were to bear a much higher fixed cost due to some
Well,
things
and
that
that's
are
what's
going
in
to
effect happening.
Yeah.
It's much higher. They thought they set the limit way beyond anybody's normal reach. And a couple of years ago, we started pumping up the
So the unfair board member question is knowing that we can't get a two-thirds vote of the thousands of property owners in Dory Valley now to increase this assessment, how are we going to fix this?
and we're going to need the staff and so it's not going to take. How do you propose fixing it? One way may be having a separate rate for, well, I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
still going to require some way of doing.
We'll have to go back and look at the settlement agreements, the Doherty settlement agreement between us, and the parts of the agreement between us and Zone 7, see what obligation we have if costs exceed that assessment. And perhaps there's a loophole that allows us to exempt us from higher costs. We'll have to look at that.
So a nice piece of information, I know it's going to suck together, is, you know, it sounds like we've already crossed the threat. We maxed this thing out, right? We maxed out the, right? So that implies we're collecting less dollars than we would otherwise, so there's some sort of.
Well, right now, there's money in the fund because they got a refund that's come back into, so there's cash in the bank still to make the payment.
Well, I mean,
But
we're-
billing the maximum amount.
Exactly, and DSRSD will only ever write a check for what we collect, we're never going to subsidize it directly, I hope.
That's been our standing all along.
Which implies the entire valley subsidizes it indirectly. Just be kind of curious to get some numbers. It'd be good to kind of get an idea what the exposure really is. For like a future informational item, not right away, but you know, just, do you see where I'm going?
Yeah. Yeah, we also have to look, I guess, now's the time I'll bear all, is there's a fee that we charge as part of this. We think it's time for us to look at that fee too, because it was based on percentages. And and the amount is
Oh, maybe we
rather
don't.
high, so maybe.
That's
a
the
couple
question I
of-
was gonna ask, I mean, that 15% admin charge, they have to turn a change.
It is now. I think when
Yeah.
we started, task Karen with kind of looking at what realistically we spend time here getting ready, time with her working, with the engineer.
I mean, we want to recoup our costs, of course, but
That would show some
A lot of-
goodwill,
but that's-
that would show some
that's
goodwill
good.
back to the valley at large, too. I mean, if this thing becomes contentious, that would become the first.
The Zone 7 staff is well aware that we're at this line, that we've got to get together on the credit this year, defer to the year or two, so.
We passed, is it just the public hearing, this?
Public
Yeah.
hearing and adopt the resolution.
Yeah, we haven't
accepting
done the resolution.
What do we do? Well, sometimes we can't, yes, we do close the public hearing.
Well, we presented last meeting also.
There was a lot of public hearing for that. I'll move that we pass the resolution as stated in the staff item.
Moved and second. Any other questions? None? Okay, all those in favor? Opposed? None. Okay, we'll move on to item 9B, health insurance.
So you have in front of you the health insurance premium contribution for all represented staff and senior managers. And this is updated each year, as you're aware, when the first comes out with the updated rates, which will be effective January 1. We follow a formula that has been established in all the MOUs, and basically the increase this year is 0.6%. For employee only, it was 631, it was 627 last year, so it's not a very large increase. The increases by plan do vary from year to year. Kaiser this year, after some substantial increases in the past, is actually down 1.8%. That's got the largest number of district employees in it, that's 54 out of 87. Anthem, which is Blue Cross, their funds actually had some large increases because 15 employees for that, and they have a choice of changing to one of the other carriers. The next large one is First Choice, and it's got to go up 16%, which amounts to a good chunk of change, but not insurmountable. The proposed amounts that I'm giving you are below the budgeted amounts that we had for the budget, so there's no negative impact on the budget. And based on the staff's review, we're fully compliant with the requirements of the patient protection. Any other questions? This covers employees.
And the resolution is carefully written to make PERS happy, so.
Yes.
I think. Yeah, this one's pretty informative. I'll move approval.
I'll second.
Okay. Any other questions? No? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? 4-0. Okay, maybe go up to 9C.
So actually, we may have wanted to adjust the agenda. Maybe we do 9D before 9C? Because I think we have one refusal that we want to be planning school chair. Well, we have one. Mine's optional, we're missing Matthew, so we have one. Just an idea. I don't mind, but we'll not, you don't have to walk out, look back, and say we're during your.
She'll be back for a board member item.
All right.
Wait for us.
Sorry, I don't think, do
Yeah,
9C.
let's go ahead and do 9C.
Okay, Mr. President, I will not participate in any discussions, decisions, or voting on the health insurance contribution for calendar year 2017 for the Board of Directors during item 9C to ensure that I neither influence nor attempt to influence another member of the DSRSD Board regarding any matters pertinent to the item, consistent with applicable provisions of the government code because I receive health care benefits as a retired board member of the Dublin San Ramon Services District.
Okay, so Jardine is left the room, so we will go ahead and discuss 9C.
So item 9C is the health insurance contribution for board members. This covers retirees, as we mentioned, and active board members. Remember, it's being handled as a separate item, PERS directive. And I think your own discussion last year. Whatever is adopted for the active board members will be applied to retired board members also. We had that discussion last year. One retiree is in the retiree vesting program, which is handled a little different. That's going to be set by the state, and that's subject to this action. And if you take no action on this, you would leave last year's rates in place. So it's up to the board, if we have filled in, adopt the same rates that we have as staff, or any other than your pleasure.
All right, let's see, directors, so you chose, we could plug in these exact numbers that the staff receives.
It's blank because remember last year we had the discussion, but don't put anything there, you
Yeah.
have to discuss it first.
Mine's not blank.
Yeah, actually, I see. Yeah,
You see the numbers?
yeah, and the, yeah, they're also. All right, so,
Take care of that with a pen if you so choose.
So true.
so,
Easily, but
the one of you do. And the other things. Motion to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second.
And all of those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None, that passes 3 to 1 abstention, and none opposed. 3 to 0. Okay, moving on to 9D, and we'll go this toward G.
Okay, we'll have Principal Engineer Rory Oxon will make a presentation on Contra County Grand Jury Report on recycled water and a proposed response letter from the district that will require the state law to provide a response to the Grand Jury Report.
Good evening, President Howard and members of the board. Like Dan said, in front of you is this proposed response to grand jury report regarding our water. The report is essentially a summary of what we've been doing for the past 11 years and what we see it, how we see recycled water as a resource and how it can reach greater potential. So the report itself requires specific responses and share that with you. The district is required to respond to select findings and select recommendations within the report itself. And the responses come in the form of, for findings, we agree with the findings, disagree, or we partially disagree. With the recommendations, we can state that it's been implemented, not yet implemented, but we'll be working on it. It requires further analysis, or it will not be implemented because it's not warranted or it's not reasonable. So, I'd like to go over the findings with you, the ones that we're required to respond to, and you can tell me if that's how you wish to respond to it, or if you have any exceptions. So the first finding is finding 3, that states that states has matching grants and loans available for indirect potable reuse projects, which could potentially increase water supply. The proposed response to that is that the district partially disagrees with this finding. While we agree that it potentially increase water supply if it's implemented, I sat in a recent meeting in Sacramento with the State Water Resources Control Board, who essentially shared that SRF funds and Rockland funds have been oversubscribed, and so there are no funds available at this time for recycled water projects. We recommend a partially disagree recommendation for this finding. Finding number 4 talks about indirect potable reuse projects being ideal for areas in the county where other new water supply sources are unavailable. And we partially disagree with this finding. And the reason for that is it's viable if we have reservoirs or if groundwater basin is available for us to store that water. But we have French groundwater basin where we have salts and other contaminants within the groundwater basin, so we couldn't store drinking water supply in that area. Regulations are still evolving, so the reality of doing direct potable reuse at this time may be challenging. So we do recommend a partially disagree with this finding. The next finding is it says it's difficult to develop large recycled water projects without cooperation and commitment with water purveyors and customers. And we completely agree with this finding. And our experience working with East Bay Med shows that we need that partnership to achieve an economy of scale to implement projects. And at this time, we're looking at potable reuse within this valley, and we need to work with our partner agencies, Zone 7, City of Livermore, City of Pleasanton, and Cal Water to implement such a project. So we recommend a response that says DSRSD to that project. So the next finding is that where recycled water can be wheeled to one customer, it could free up an equivalent amount of fresh water that could then be wheeled to another customer who might be willing to pay more. And in that instance, we agreed with this finding, assuming that customer in this finding refers to other water agencies. And it's possible, but we do need to overcome certain obstacles, which include cost, operations, customer base, regulatory and legal compliance, and financing and consent from water suppliers. And the last finding is that satellite wastewater treatment plants are feasible in situations where the user is distant from existing recycled water distribution systems who need water for irrigation and is able to meet the cost to build and operate the plant. And the district agrees with this finding. It's feasible for satellite treatment plants to provide recycled water for irrigation, but it varies significantly depending on the location of the facility, wastewater flow versus the recycled water demand, and infrastructure to dispose of the wastewater solids. So we agree with this finding. Now, in terms of the recommendations, there are 4 recommendations that they asked us to reply to. The first one is that they recommend that Central San and Contra Costa Water District explore the feasibility of developing an IPR project, a direct potable reuse project. Because we are not mentioned in this particular recommendation, we do not have a response to that. So we pass on that one. And recommendation 3 is that they recommend that we work with these agencies in the form of JPA to expand Central San's tertiary treatment capacity to free up fresh water for domestic and commercial users. And we said that this would require further analysis, and we need to have a more definitive objective, and a project would be required before we fall into the immature at this time to develop.
The recommendations, you don't have to use that three-choice legal language, right? Just want to use it.
We did have to respond initially with that, and then.
But for the findings, we have that, because recommendations don't use that.
Well, there's statutory language that sort of calls out how you're supposed to respond to these case.
Because I saw the finding one, where you had to put it in one of the three buckets.
Yeah, just fully.
Recommendations, because it's
Yeah,
gonna be quite
recommendations, there's four choices: been implemented, not yet been implemented, but will be implemented, or requires further analysis, or will not be implemented because it's not warranted or not reasonable. So those are your options.
So recommendation 7 is that the district should consider facilitating the use of satellite wastewater treatment plants where appropriate. And we say that this recommendation has to be implemented. Every time we look at expansion of our treatment facilities, we look at other options, perhaps having satellite treatment plants at other locations, but it's always turned out to be more cost effective to work on our treatment plant perspective. And so it has always been part of the consideration whenever we do the study. So, and the recommendation that we needed to respond to is that the county and the district should consider meeting to discuss each district's need for land for demonstration of scaled-up recycling and south projects using green technology, which may qualify for state grant money, and county's ability to lease the land. And we said this will not be implemented by us because our treatment plant is in Alameda County, not in Contra Costa County, and so it's not practical. So those are the findings and recommendations. If you would like to discuss any of those responses. The responses are due to the grand jury on August 3rd, so we have a little bit of time.
So the other one that caught my eye was recommendation 9. I mean, if you read that in kind of an expansive, glasses half full instead of one quart, could we conceive of a scenario where asking the county for some land out of Doherty Valley might make sense for something we may want to do someday? In other words, might be able to get this more into a further analysis and then just a straight out no.
But responding this way, though, doesn't preclude us from doing that. It's just we don't see any obvious opportunities right now, given the rigidity. If you say you'll study it, you have to then describe what your next action steps are, and I don't know what the next action step would be yet.
Yeah, and if we say that we're going to study something, the grand jury is going to want us to bring back and we study within 6 months. I think that's something that's hard.
So then we want to say hell no to GPA, so we don't have to bring back something saying that we don't want to do GPA. I mean, we're not going to enter another GPA, but I mean, those agencies have authority. The same would apply there, right? I mean, it doesn't preclude us to say no if it makes sense in the future.
You know, we're trying to thread the needle there and say, it requires further analysis, and can you please tell us more what you mean about how a JPA is beneficial, and then we will respond. So we're kind of jumping into the question.
But the further response would be lightweight, it's not going to burn a lot of time. I mean, because if they're going to want something back saying, "Hey, what's your analysis?" we're not going to burn a lot of time making that analysis.
No, if we had to do a follow-up, if they inquired, well, what exactly does that mean?
2
The
paragraphs
response
in
is,
front of that.
we thought about it, we have a JPA, it's all very well.
And then, more of a general question, you know, these grand jury reports always have a backstory. I mean, has anybody, you know,
Why is this here?
you water monks are always talking, you know, why did this happen?
I don't know what
Oh.
happened, but I have a pretty good office pool, betting pool.
If you don't want to do it right here.
One of the things, when the inquiry first came in from the grand jury, there was a civil engineer by the name of Paul Lau, which they might immediately recognize because he was an engineer for years and years across the water. And so that his involvement in the grand jury may have had something to do with it. I mean, it's all speculation and it's all secret. We could all go to jail for all the secret machinations of the grand jury.
Because of the, you know.
The speculation is not harmful, but it's
It
not.
seems as if this was somebody's attempt to get CCWD and Simple Sand, their nose out of the sand and work together, which they have not publicly been doing that well.
I kind of read it, yeah, it seemed like the backstory is, we're in the neighborhood, so we have to be served, but it seemed to be aimed at others.
And there was another that Dan Gallagher and I went to, open forum in Contra Costa County where they were inviting all the water agencies to come and talk to them so they better understand why there was such a wide breadth of response and cases. I think he was doing very well and others had problems.
Yeah, I mean, table one makes us look like
Maybe
are,
we
so
were
it's-
included so that we could say we're doing great.
Just a reminder, where over the course of the year, in the summer, we're recycling essentially all of our wastewater. Over the full scale of the year, we're recycling about a third of our wastewater. There's a board adopted policy last October. Well, the goal is to recycle all of our wastewater all year long.
Yeah, I'm not sure who actually did all the wording, but the one that says basically, where have we been? We've been doing this for 11 years, so, yes, I love it. We kind of put them in their place without putting them in their place. It just seemed like look at all the study they did to gather this information, and yet, they appear as if they didn't seem to know any of the answers at all. That seems so strange to me. I've never understood the grand jury's purpose anyway, so.
Well, I've got a story. Not directly.
Is it a story you can tell in public?
Well, a very good friend of mine served on it. His neighbor was a judge, and he talked him into it, so he applied. He served for a year, and he said it was extraordinarily interesting. And he said, if you ever get off this board, go volunteer. So, anyway.
You invest with lots of stuff.
Well, I know Mary Lou Oliver served on it for quite a while, becoming mayor in Seattle now, and she has quite a few comments about how fascinating some of the studies have been.
And people can ask you to research things, and you can say yes or no. And you can just dig into whatever you think to dig in. So it sounds good, does. Anyway, I think we have a motion here that we have to do.
We have no idea. Or any other, any objections, I think the responses are.
Yeah, I think it is.
No, I think they're good, especially with finding three and finding four, but I think what you're telling them is gives them a shot of reality.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. I'll make a motion to approve this response as presented.
Second.
Okay. Moved and seconded. Any other comments? None? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Carried unanimously. Okay, so now we get on to board member items.
That's the one, this meeting.
Nothing minutes. Yes.
Two very small, fast things. They're in the paper, and I think they'll get clipped and put in the packet pretty soon. The aquatic center continues to have level in the background. my thesis is still that people complaining about the aquatic center are complaining about the water, they're complaining about the existence of the aquatic center, the traffic and noise essentially go with it. Assuming they stay out throughout next spring, we should be okay with spring. But anyway, there's press on that almost every week. I don't know about it in the Times. Then in the Times, I'm going to call it the Times, they change their brand every 3 or 4 weeks these days. But we used to call it the Times. 2 articles actually on mother-in-law units, which I'm not using that word. It's very good, what I call euphemisms. So we were briefed a little bit by a paper a couple of weeks back, maybe 2 meetings back, on some Senate bills and stuff that are percolating. So there's stuff in Sacramento percolating that might cram down what we can do. I know we're fighting a good fight with Aqua and such to deal with that. It is something I want to have us all kind of think about back in our heads is if that cram down doesn't happen, things have a tendency to come out of that paper and kind of percolate locally. And we may get some asks from the cities, trying to relieve the congestion. And, it happens probably every 5 to 6 years, and less than about 6 years ago. So it's coming.
Yeah, the assessment of a particular bill by causes lobbyists, it's got such political weight behind it, it's going to happen. And so the discussions with some folks on the state legislature to try to allow for connection charges, because the premise of legislation is we need affordable housing. Ground units is a great way to do it, what we call accessory dwelling units now.
EDUs.
And our connection charges already have a provision that says that there will be a fraction based on what the district engineer says, based on usage. So it's not a good bill at all, but there have been agencies out there who have wanted to charge a full connection charge for garage conversion. That can't happen, and it won't be able to happen. Basically, the discussions and the current language in the bill right now would allow for connection charges. The original bill would have said flat out, there's no charges. So you just connect up, that's it. And so the question is, if it's not within the footprint of the building, then there's flexibility and it reverts back, although there's questionable language, but it reverts back to some 6013, which is the standard section of compliance. For what that's worth, I'm sorry.
No,
Didn't mean to
it's good. I
interrupt your report
No,
for discussion.
I
That's
just
the
don't want
background.
to, I don't want to get too far afoul of the agenda. Just, as it becomes more real and, keep us, maybe actually agendize it for, we actually might not have much to discuss, but at least agendize it so we can talk about it, because people start asking us as it becomes closer to reality.
When it's implemented, we'll report on these guys.
Awesome, that's fine.
And your team?
Can you believe
I'm
it?
glad I took all my pills this morning, so.
I was in Washington State all last week, so.
What do we do with the downtime?
We're gonna go discuss the Hendricks litigation.
Wow. Okay, if I can compose here. Okay. At this time, the board will be going into closed session and to discuss an item as described under item 11. And we do not anticipate any report out of closed session, but if there is one, you may contact the district secretary for all the details. Thank you, and we'll get into closed session.
Attendees are.
Activities are required to be announced. Look for this.
You lawyers have different rules for everything.
I didn't write it. Mr. Brown wrote it. I just interpreted them.
Yeah, that one's
But
silly.
All of a sudden,